Hi y'all, Schilleci here with Joe & Co Realty Group, and today we are hanging out on the Joe & Co website so that I can bring you one of our recent blog posts. The blog post we are featuring today is the most popular neighborhoods in the Katy, Texas area. So this encompasses new construction and established areas. So let's go ahead and dive in. It's this blog post. If you've never been to the website before, everything is listed below, so you can just click on the link and I'll have a link to the actual website and a link to this blog post. So, most popular and best neighborhoods in Katy. Before I dive in and overwhelm you with a list of 20 neighborhoods, I want to help y'all consider ways to narrow down this list. So there's 7 things you can consider. If you watched a couple of my Katy videos, you might have seen this list already. I'm going to run through it a little bit faster this time. So we have tax rate. If you've never bought a home in Texas before, your tax rate will differ. It's a property tax rate, and it will differ depending on what area you live in. The main thing that drives up or down a tax rate is a utility district, either a MUD or a PUD. The MUD is the most popular one. It's the most common. That typically is the weight of the property tax rate. Like, most of it is the MUD. What this means in the long run, or the gist of it, is that the higher the tax rate, the less home you can technically afford, or the higher your monthly payment will be. So once you consider tax rate, know that some areas are more expensive than others, especially new construction. So number 2, something you want to consider are HOA and amenities. What amenities do you want, and what HOA are you willing to pay for those amenities? So obviously budget is a really big concern here, and priorities. Number 3, school district. There are a few school districts within the Katy area, but that's not technically the important part. What's important is looking at the specific schools that are zoned to the particular home that you're looking at, because all the school districts are borderline created equal, and they all have amazing teachers, and they all have amazing schools, but you want to look at the specific school to the specific home to make sure it fits your needs. Number 4, you want to decide, do you want old or new? This is one of the biggest decisions you can make to help narrow down your list. Do you want a new home with less maintenance, or do you want an older home with more character in a more established neighborhood? Typically, the older neighborhoods, well, not typically, it's actually a coin toss whether the old neighborhood or new neighborhood has a better school. So again, it's just looking at the specific school for the specific home. Number 5, monthly payment. This is a huge priority of something you need to figure out in the beginning if you're financing. How much do you want to pay in total every single month? This will include homeowners insurance, PMI, principal, interest, and taxes. So again, the taxes differ so much from home to home. This monthly payment is really important versus looking at a purchase price. Number 6, home specifics. Each neighborhood and builder has something different to offer at a different price. So sometimes you're paying for location, sometimes you're paying for more square footage. The size of the home, the bedroom amount, 2-story versus 1-story, will help you figure out what's realistic within your budget. A lot of times someone can't afford to purchase new because they want a large home, and it's quite evident that's more expensive to build today than it used to be. So you're going to most likely get more for your money, but you might have a little bit of extra upkeep compared to a newer home when you're buying in an established neighborhood. So number 7, private pool. Do you want a swimming pool in your backyard? If so, I almost always recommend buying a home with a pool unless you're buying new. So if you, excuse me, if you have to figure out which neighborhoods allow this to be possible within your budget, then it's something to consider. Oh my goodness. I have no water up here with me today. So once you consider and answer these 7 questions, your list of neighborhoods might be downsized quite a bit. So if you need any help, I'm here for you. All of my contact information is below, along with all of these links. So let's go ahead and dive into these top 20, the most popular neighborhoods in Katy over the last 6 months. So you know me, I love to do research, and this was some research I did. I almost always only look at a 6-month period, and I look at the neighborhoods that cater to the people in the area. So good schools, amenities, things like that. The number 1 neighborhood was Cinco Ranch, and I'm pretty sure Cinco Ranch has been the number 1 neighborhood in Katy for like ever. It's the most established neighborhood over there, in my opinion. It's new and established at the same time. I really think it's a happy medium. I used to live really close to right there. So there's Aliana was number 2. Number 3 was Cross Creek Ranch. Number 4, Harvest Green. If I hate to say this, but I feel like if I had to pick a neighborhood to build in, I almost would pick Harvest Green. That community has something to offer that no other community has to offer. And I'm going to be doing individual blog posts and videos on all of these neighborhoods. This is just a brief overview, kind of get the wheels turning in your brain of some possible areas to live in. I am really good at the back end searching, like you tell me you want this, you want that, this, that. And I put it into the MLS, like the dashboard on the back end, and I can really help you narrow down what's realistic for y'all within your requirements and your budget. But let's go back to the list. So number 4, Harvest Green. Number 5, Cane Island. Number 6, Firethorn. 7, Creekside Ranch. 8, Alice. Oh, I can't say it now. Ellison? Why can I not say it right now? Number 9, Lake Sabella Terra. 10, Tamaron. 11, Jordan Ranch. 12, Young Ranch. 13, Fieldstone. 14, Long Meadow Farms. 15, Grand Lakes. 16, McCrary Meadows. 17, Seven Meadows. So Seven Meadows and Cinco Ranch are right there on top of each other, and Grand Lakes is also very close. They're all in that same area. Number 18, Grand Mission and Grand Mission Estates. 19, Ventana Lakes, and 20, Nottingham Country. So Nottingham is one of the established, very, very established neighborhoods. Probably the only older neighborhood that's super popular on the list, that made the list at all. And obviously it's number 20. So it barely squeaked on there. I was going to be super sad if it didn't make the list, because if you want a cute house with a great school, that house is for you. If you just are trying to avoid the cookie cutter homes, Nottingham is a super cool area. So again, I am really going to dive in deeper to these neighborhoods in later videos, but I hope this has been super beneficial for y'all, in the fact like it kind of got you thinking of possibilities and how to narrow down and not be overwhelmed. And then at the end of the day, if you need me, I'm here for you. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.